Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing.
It's Tuesday.
It's time to play Dungeons and Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with.
I'm David Wong. I play Knights of the Tabaxi Bard, who doesn't have anything funny to say.
I'm Nicole Bates. I play Soria, the octopus druid.
That's not very funny. That's just true.
I'm Greg. I'm playing Ulset Ralph, a Furbog fighter.
And I'm Alexis Bates, trusty dungeon mistress. And if you like being an octopus druid, then you'll probably like our Patreon. Now, our Patreon, some say, has absolutely nothing to do with octopi and only slightly more to do with being a druid. But if you like both of those things at the same time, then I think you're probably going to like it. I have no reason to conclude that other than confidence.
1 out of 1 octopi approve of it.
Done. Very confidently. So,
And how do you get to Patreon?
you go to patreon.com/dice and dungeons, where you can sign up to give us money, which we like. Mm-hmm. And in return, I'll give you things that are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
They're worth money, right?
And your DM notes.
Those are also stupid.
Oh, I haven't read them.
And access to our
I don't wanna
warm-up
cheat.
improvs, which are, yeah, those are stupid. But and then our AI hot takes some cold reads.
Do we have anything that's not stupid in there?
Well, no. When
There's
we do
one
hot
thing that
takes
isn't
with cold
stupid.
reads, we're not stupid. The things we're reading.
There is one thing that's not stupid.
Yeah.
At certain subscriber tiers, you actually get high-resolution PDFs of our world maps. So you get that.
And
So that's good.
Can't you get your name in the credits?
Yes, at our highest tier of
The I'm
monthly...
with stupid tier.
I think it's called Expert Dungeoneer.
Dole.
I kind of like
Is
mine
it Dole
better.
Dungeoneer? Is that the
Maybe.
tier title?
There's one.
We haven't had anyone sign up for it, I'll be honest. Please give us money. So,
I think you should.
If
I think
you-
we'll
if
get
you
better
give us
luck
a-
if it's the I'm with stupid
if
tier.
you give us enough money, you'll actually get your name as an executive producer in the credits. Because
That's the best kind of
as
producer.
the best kind of producer.
Yeah. That would make you almost as good as like William Shatner, right?
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the executive producer of Cities and Towns and Card Shops, which is to say, Vinton, Iowa,
Whoa.
is the executive producer of
Towns.
Cities and Towns named Vinton, Iowa, in Iowa.
And is this going somewhere?
And Geekified is the executive producer of
Tabletop gaming.
gaming stores
Invent an
in
aisle.
Vinton, Iowa.
They're the Taylor Swift of executive producers in Vinton, Iowa. About
They're
game
the
shops.
executive producers of Taylor Swift's
Invent an Iowa card shops.
of Vinton, Iowa card shop.
Thank you for your help and sponsorship, Geekified.
What a smooth transition.
If you want to support Geekified, you can find them on their Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Geekified Vinton. They allow us to do stuff like this, and for some reason give us money to do it. Believe it or not, they actually like these sorts of ad reads, so they're pretty cool in my estimate. And if you're in the area, you should stop in and pick something up from their store. And if you're not in the area, maybe consider a trip to fantastic Vinton, Iowa. I haven't seen everything that they have there, but they do have Geekified, and quite frankly, that's enough. So take a flight to Vinton, Iowa today and buy something from their gaming store. Or I suppose you could support your own. Thanks, Geekified, for continuing to put up with whatever the heck this is. And with that, Dungeoneers, let's roll. Last week, on Dice and Dungeons, while passing through the Ruftamon Channel, the party and their boat was attacked by another ship, filled to the brim with silver alchemical abominations. They crossed in front of their path and caused the two ships to collide, and we now rejoined them immediately following the fight.
So,
Sorry, is there anything on that boat?
As a giant octopus, I start grabbing up crates and barrels and things and throwing them over to our boat.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you do that.
I cast Speak with Animal. You speak common or whatever language we speak.
No, Cormarian.
That's up to you guys.
I mean, I think the only language we have in common is Cormarian. But
What good stuff is there?
I don't know, there's a bunch
Do
of...
some sort of insight check or something.
I do an insight check on the boat. Is it feeling okay?
No. No.
Well,
You don't even need to, like...
Okay.
I don't need to know the result to know that it doesn't feel okay.
This boat's very upset.
okay.
Why? What happened?
A boat ran into it.
Why did they get the insurance card of that person?
Where the person?
The
Choose it then.
the boat starts to shudder.
Does it feel like it's gonna sink?
No,
Oh.
that's not really
So-
what you feel.
Olset wants to do two things.
Okay.
Search the body.
The one that's still on the ship.
Yeah,
Okay.
search the body.
It's a naked
Man,
goo.
it's
It's
just-
a naked goo boy.
It's a naked guy.
It's a naked doughboy.
Well, then I just kick it overboard.
Okay, yeah, you kick it overboard.
That didn't count as the second thing, though.
Okay.
So,
That was a freebie.
Fair. You're not in combat, so I'm not taking action economy here.
So you kick him and then you use action surge.
And kick him again.
you, who are Captain Nether.
Captain Nether is not on
Oh,
top deck right now.
Oh yeah, there was a big fight down below. Wasn't
We should probably
That's
check
right.
to make sure.
yeah. Let's go down and check to make sure.
I start moving crates over onto the ship while they check.
Plunder. I mean,
Because if the ship sinks,
salvage. That's the right word.
I start stealing
Salvage.
shit.
Is
As
it
much as-
salvage if it hasn't sunk yet?
Yeah,
It is?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
If it's an
salvage it.
abandoned ship.
But we go below.
If it was recently abandoned, does that still count? It just
Yeah.
sounds like piracy.
No, it's salvage.
I go below and check out how things are going down there.
Yeah, I'll
On your ship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were attacking
Because there
down
was
below.
a big battle
Yeah,
down
just-
below. We want to see how things are.
There's two ships. I want to make sure I know.
Yeah.
That's-
I'm handing the crates and barrels off with my big tentacles to Holwyn.
Okay.
Team effort.
Yeah, let's see how well Holwyn does. They're not the strongest.
I'm doing most of the lifting.
It's Holwyn doesn't really have their sea legs, so
Well, we
it's-
just need arms mostly.
it's taken them a little bit, and it's kind of clumsy. They're semi-dropping things, but you're helping out. It's not smooth.
So how are things down below?
One deck down, you find both the divorcees and Commander Soloth fighting off just a last couple of these silver guys.
Oh, I shout you suck at one of them.
You don't really notice anything, but you're pretty sure they felt bad.
Yes, they died.
Pretty sure.
So you are Zoloth.
While he's still fighting, just like,
Do you need assistance with the silver guys? I will come and help.
yeah, we already took care of ours, so we just wanted to see if you needed help. Losers.
Soloth takes 6 psychic damage.
No, I never roll that good.
So Soloth looks sad now.
Well, that's disadvantage on his next attack roll then.
Do they need help?
It doesn't look like they need help, no.
Okay. So
So we just walk past them. Just
You go down another deck and you find the Serpentis 6 engaged in some sort of finishing move. They're like stacked up in a pyramidal formation, and they have the
How tall are the ceilings?
how short is the Serpentis 6?
no, they're like laying down on each other.
Oh,
They're like one,
maybe you should leave them alone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6. Like,
okay. Well, that's fine. We'll
and
just,
they kind of
I want to see where this.
No, I turn away.
they cross the swords at the center. They all have their swords, and then Stu puts his pom-pom on top. Stu's like the peak of the pyramid here, right? Stu puts his pom-pom in the center, and like a huge burst of energy comes blazing out from it, and it just incinerates these silver guys that are remaining, and they all hop up and go, Serpentis 6, ho!
Are they all just doing that with their hands, or are they like doing different like directions?
Well, in here, they're just in a circle, and their hands are all like up, triumphant like that.
Did the camera like zoom in and then get to the middle, then like invert and then go up, and you see all their fists up in the air?
Yes, the camera does that.
So while I'm down
Who
here,
has the camera?
You
No.
do.
I don't believe so.
so while we're down here, I make a quick look around. I'm looking for a pair of boots that will fit me.
Why do you need boots?
I don't.
Okay.
No, I need boots because we're going to go over to the other ship and help with the salvaging, and it's inked.
Only this little spot over here.
I thought you like inked the entire.
No, I
deck.
just inked
Yeah, I
where
thought
I
you had
was
a
sitting.
problem.
I was just inking where I was sitting. I just stained like a little like 10 by 10
Oh,
spot.
I was really under the impression that you just let
No.
loose and the whole deck was covered with ink.
No.
You are a pretty big octopus.
Do you know nothing about biology?
Yeah.
Seth?
Yeah.
What if they
I've
have an
seen-
ink
I've
sac of
seen-
holding, and it's just full of ink?
So I go back up real quickly and I see that
With your pair
Holman
of
is.
shoes?
I see that Holman can't handle crates and barrels, and so I go over and start helping.
I love how everyone's just shitting on Holwyn for not being very strong.
I'm helping out.
I'm
These are big and heavy.
super strong as an octopus.
You are quite strong, and they're very large crates. And Holwyn's not the biggest elf.
Who is the biggest elf?
We need to legend
We
lore
need to-
that. The
that
biggest
legend lore.
elf.
So I'm helping, but I also. So is Zoria just doing like the top deck, or
I mean,
have you been roaming the entire
I don't
ship?
actually see stairs down.
You think it's just a one floor?
There
ship?
definitely are stairs. So
okay.
what the audience can't see right now is there's
The old fight map.
the old fight map is still there, and although the representation isn't containing stairs, there are stairs.
Well, I would ooze my way down after I got the bulk of the crates from up here.
Yeah, there's a grate there. Just like squeeze through.
Squeeze through it.
Yeah.
I just ripped the grate off with my tentacle.
Okay, so are you going by yourself?
I mean, yeah.
No, I come along.
I need to hand them down to you, don't I?
Hand them up to me.
Oh, you're gonna be up there, and I'll hand them up through the grate I tore off.
Unless you want me to go.
No, that makes sense. Okay, so you
No,
stand up there.
Yeah, but you're an octopus, so can octopus tell if there's been hull damage and the ship is in danger of sinking?
I'm still me.
Okay.
Like, I don't have the intelligence of an octopus.
So
No, you're
No,
not
I-
that smart then.
Wait, how intelligent is the octopus?
I know
4?
where
4 now.
That seems
Soria-
low.
I know where Soria, Ulseth, and Holwyn are at the moment.
Yeah.
Where's Nines?
How hungry am I?
Why don't you entertain
Not that hungry,
us?
it's-
Why don't you entertain us with your music?
It's been like a minute.
That's right. We did eat before we got attacked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just had breakfast.
So why don't you go? Zoria goes
Yeah.
below
Oh,
and starts
nice.
handing stuff up to me.
Why don't you entertain us with your music?
And I need to start charging for that now. I can't just do that for free.
But we're your group.
Fine, I'll just play some smooth jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That helps. Everyone works better to smooth jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine something you hear in an elevator that you don't remember, but you all just make a version of it every time you need to fill it in. Like,
Yeah.
do, do,
Yeah.
do, do, do.
It's the kind of thing that you play on elevators so you're not afraid of the elevator.
Yeah.
So, okay, so clear out the ship.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, let's rob it.
Okay. Handing things
Oh, do I have to mime it?
Do you have to roll something?
I mean, no. Just
We're taking
moving
our
things.
time.
You know, the audience has to see something if they're watching. We're cleaning out the ship.
Is this appendix 6 going to help out?
Do any of these crates have markings on them as I pass them along?
That didn't stay in the tray. Sorry, you noticed some movement down below.
What kind of movement? Like rats?
Something large.
There's something big down here. I say
You say an octopus.
I say it to Nines. Yes.
What? I'm
Nines
like,
is over there playing.
I'm just in the middle of the ship.
And
Just,
I pull myself
Just
up.
vibing.
I pull myself back up onto the top deck.
Do you make gestures to me to signal
Yeah.
something?
I go,
like, I can hear. You still have speak with animals.
well, it's,
I can speak to
that
animals,
last 10
I-
minutes, how long have we been passing crates?
Like, I don't know,
8.5
about 10 minutes.
Okay.
9 minutes and 30 seconds.
So I.
Sure.
Nines, there's something really important I have to tell you. I saw something.
Hey guys, I saw something.
Okay, I run over to the. I go. My weapons are still drawn. I never put them away.
Wait a minute.
How are you taking
Wait a minute.
crates?
How are you carrying crates while holding two swords?
I couldn't. Now I draw my weapon. Thank you for helping me figure out the sequence of things. You know, just know. I draw my weapons, having seen weird gestures that I vaguely understand from this giant octopus, telling me that there's something that needs to be examined down below. So I do that.
I whistle a little as I slide the grate back on the thing. I whistle nonchalantly.
Octopus whistling.
With your beak?
Yeah. Click, click, click.
How are you whistling?
Well, I'm trying to. I whistle about as well as I do in real life.
So, do I need to use one of my lanterns or something to see down below? I have night.
Oh,
vision.
use that lantern of revealing.
Yeah, I'm going to turn on the lantern revealing,
Okay.
holding it in my offhand along with my short sword,
Maybe
or
don't.
my third hand, or maybe I'll just use night my.
I am sort
my
of curious.
dark vision.
So maybe I'm a bit lost. How is it that you know anything's going on?
Nines yelled.
Okay,
Sorry, I saw
nine.
something.
Nines yelled, sorry, saw
No,
something. Okay.
Soria made all
I'm
sorts of
catching up
weird
now.
gestures. You saw them,
So you just assume it's danger?
indicating that there was something down below, and that should
We've
be
been
checked.
partied for a while. We're good at charades.
Yeah.
I went.
And Pictionary. If you ask us to draw dignity, we're gonna get it.
See, I understood what Zoria was trying to mime with 3 of her 8 legs, and I go down below.
No, don't go down alone.
If this is the first episode that someone's watching, like YouTube recommends it, and they're like, "Oh, this is kind of fun. That's a weird little intro they did. I don't know why they're talking so much about it. Event in Iowa." Well, and then they get in here, and you're talking about Soria's 8 legs. This is gonna be quite a
I'm
trip.
clearly an octopus.
Yeah, Zoria has turned into an octopus.
I
You,
keep you from going down,
oh, okay.
and I will. Are there any crates around that have like food in it?
You don't know what's in any of these crates.
Okay.
There,
Dude.
dignity.
They're all still.
That's not dignity.
Pretty sure that's dignity.
We should try and lure it up so we're not trapped in a broken ship.
We're going to try to lure whatever it is up.
Yeah, I'm gonna just... Nines.
Well, do you need steak or something?
Oh, I can't talk to anyone right now, so I guess I'll drop my octopus form.
And Holwyn is there anyway, helping with the crates.
I'm not an octopus.
No, you're not even on the boat.
I'm on the boat.
Your character's not
Oh
on the
my
boat.
god.
Oh, there you are. Oh,
Here,
wow.
if you want to be accurate about this, I'll set up here. Owen's here. And Nines, you're just like playing music over there.
Yep, that's how we are.
Should we get like some help?
What do you mean? I saw a big thing down below.
What
Well, I
did
should
it look
probably
like?
tell Soloff.
Can
Only
I-
Soloff.
Do I have any idea of what this big thing looked like?
It was large. It moved, in the shadows down there. You couldn't really see it.
I yelled down, Sturmgrimmy!
There's no response.
It's never Sturmgrimmy we wanted to be Sturmgrimmy.
I will dangle some food down to see.
What kind of food?
I'll dangle some. I don't know what kind of food I have on hand. An astronaut ice cream.
Nothing happens with the astronaut ice cream.
Seth, your food. Yeah.
You want me to go down?
Well, tie this rope around your waist.
Oh,
I could do that, yes. And now you're going to dangle me?
And we'll dangle you down. Or you go down.
I'll just go down. I think
And
if
then-
you dangled me, I would fall.
And I'll throw the rest of the rope over to Holwyn so that they and I can pull together to get Ulseth out if he needs to.
Yeah, on a ship they have a capstan probably that
Yeah.
increases your strength if you need to.
Wrap it around that thingy, Holwyn.
What thingy?
The pulley thingy.
The pulley thingy?
Yeah. The pulley rope thingy.
With the handles that you turn.
The capstan? Why didn't you just say that?
Okay, so I lower. Why do I need to be lowered down? Aren't
We're
there
not
stairs?
lowering you. This is just to pull you out in case something bad happens.
which almost certainly will.
Well, I go down cautiously.
Okay. Get down there. There's like 2 lantern lights down there.
Yeah.
And they're both
a whole
flickering
other
kinda
deck
low.
underneath?
Yeah.
I'm
Like
on,
you
the
gotta
second
keep
deck down.
knocking these.
Are there any? Oh, look for signs of what the ship was before it was taken over.
Yeah, there's
by
a-
silver people.
It's a big ship. It's long. It's a little more narrow than your ship, but it's a full-size ship.
Is there another deck below? Can I tell?
Not with the quick glance you have. There's a lot of there's a lot of shipping crates down here. There's a lot of containers, but there's also a lot of walls. So this is a very
So it's all-
compartmentalized
it's all
lower.
broken up.
Yeah. And there's passageways. There's, space to move around, but it's not a very open space.
Well, I definitely have my weapons drawn, and I'm going to be looking for a really big thing that's moving, which I should probably be able to see.
Are you gonna flame on? So you have
you
light.
should flame on.
You know?
Wait,
Was it
flame.
silvery?
If it's silver, I didn't see it. It was in the shadows, so I didn't see if it was silvery.
Well, the
But if
silver
it-
guys have been less than subtle.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
But so there might be something. Maybe there was like a creature that they had, like on the ship that got loose when the silver guys took over.
So anyway, I flame on
Okay,
my sword,
sure.
and as I'm searching, I'm looking for anything that might provide a clue about the silver guys or the ship itself and how it came to be here. Basically, any kind of
Markings
anything
or
that looks like it might explain how and why the silver guys are there and
Or what the
maybe
ship
even,
is.
even what they are, what the ship is, like a log book or any, that kind of thing. So that's one thing I'm looking for, and then of course I'm looking for anything that might be valuable.
So basically, you're looking for any indication of the silver guy's motives.
Yeah, and how they and the capabilities, how they managed to pull this off. And I think I'm also going to cast my detect magic as I'm walking through.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I start searching. I go to the bow and then come back toward the stern.
So back closer to where you found, it's near the rear of the ship. In this ship, you find some sort of common rooms that look to be a kitchen, and then just sort of a gathering area. They're not very large. It doesn't look like this ship had a large crew. There's enough for maybe a dozen people to sit in here at one time. You... Let me pull this up. You find a small pot of ink that has a mix of a couple different types of magic in it. Both.
The ink has magic in it.
Yeah, the ink has magic in it.
Can I tell what kind it is?
Yeah, it has a mix of a couple different kinds. It has both enchantment and abjuration.
Well, I definitely. Is it stoppered?
Yeah, and there's actually a book next to it. The book itself is a little roughed up, so you can't make out what the cover is.
Okay.
But it's intact and just sort of dirty.
So I set down my offhand, and I pick up the ink and the book and stick them in my pouch and pick up my offhand weapon again. So I have those items.
Sure.
We'll check them out later. Oh, was there any magic on the book?
On the book, no, just the ink.
Okay. Is there more to this deck?
As you take one step further, going to leave, you step on something that you'd kind of missed when you came in, and it's very pokey all the way through your boot. You're not harmed. When you look down to examine it, it's some sort of like poker. It's very... you don't recognize this. It's like a pin, like a large pin, and extremely sharp.
Is there any magic
Like
on that?
a large pin, like this large, or like how large?
Oh, about like
how long?
8 inches long.
8 inches.
Yeah. And it looks like it could be loaded with something. Like it's got kind of a hollow core. It's an odd object.
Is there any magic on that?
There is a little bit, but you can tell the pin itself isn't magical. There's just some things, like residues, inside it that are.
And those would be what kind of magic?
You're getting kind of the vibe that it's also the ink.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a tattoo applicator, where you put the tattoo through the pen and then do like the tappy kind of.
Maybe, yeah.
It has sort of a larger head on it that's screwed on to seal some ink inside. And that's the object that you find on your way out.
Okay. Is there anything else I find of interest or value?
You come across a rack on the wall. It's
Like little shells.
yeah, like little shelves. It's racks, and on them there are harpoons, and they have a plate, a little plate etching on there that says Harpoon O returning. TM Knucker Trade Works.
Harpoon of returning.
Yeah, those are magical, aren't they? I detect magic on them. That's the
No.
one. No.
It's a Harpoon O returning.
Not of returning, but oh.
Yes. There's a rope on the end of it. There's several.
Is the rope magical?
No.
This is how you return.
How many are there?
Oh, there's like a dozen.
Okay, I'll be sure to let everybody else know about it if we are interested.
It's an object with a rope attached to it, and Olsef's not interested in it?
I have to carry my weapons. There's a big thing wrecking.
Oh, Seth, are you dead in there?
Not yet.
Is Olsef dead, Zora?
He said he's working on it.
You go.
Okay, good. Let me know if anything changes.
You go searching the ship from stem to stern and find nothing on this deck.
Is there another deck down? Did I find an opening yet?
There is one more deck down. You find the stairs are like right next to
the
the
other
one you came
stairs,
down.
right.
Yeah, as stairs commonly are. And when you look down there, you can see it's just a cargo hold down there. And
Do I see any,
what you
mithril or gold or anything?
well, you do
flashing
find
in the light?
some interesting things. There's just vast quantities of rope.
Yay.
There's vast quantities of rope. There's a very large pile of some sort of scales.
You
Not
mean
sure.
like for weighing things, or like from a fish?
Like a fish or a serpent.
How big are we talking?
Like dragon scales?
So this will be a little hard for viewers to see because it is clear.
So it's like a small plate.
Yeah. I'll bring it to. Which is about the size of my hand, basically. Yeah, in a circle. This is the spell circle. Here's a square that's less representative of the shape, but about that big.
Yeah. So
What color?
So the size of a floppy disk.
So there's a pile of them.
Are they like
Yeah,
stacked in,
yeah.
or just thrown in a pile?
Oh, just thrown in a pile. There's a big old pile of these things.
What color are they?
Sort of like this bluish, greenish, pearlescent combination. They're very pretty. You see them just glimmering slightly in the otherwise pitch dark bottom deck of this ship, but your lantern light flickers off it just ever so slightly.
So while he's exploring, can I, because the whole ship shook at one point, and that might be the large thing. So I'm gonna sit down on the deck and feel it, and just put my hands on it, and see if I can sense vibrations
Okay.
of movement.
Is there anything else you want to check out down there, Ulsa?
Yeah. Is the ship taking on water?
You can see that it is taking on water, but sort of slowly.
Is that because the bow of our ship is still stuck in the hole? Or is it because it's just a small hole?
The former. You're
So we're still wedged in there, so
yeah. So it's
if we back off, it's going to
it's gonna sink.
sink.
yeah. There's water coming in around it, and you notice that down here, there's no break. But on the second floor,
That's where the
the water is. It's right sort of near the water line, where so it's also low, and in theory, if gentle waters, right? If you're in a calm patch of water, you could get this thing to shore because you're in a channel right now. So the ship is not necessarily lost, but it's not exactly what you'd call seaworthy at the moment.
So I pick up, I don't know, 6 of these scales.
Do you continue trying to explore down here, or do you head back up?
And I am very disturbed of being afraid that these look like Sturmgrimmy scales.
Why are you afraid that they're Sturmgrimmy? You should be afraid that there's some other type of scales.
No, I don't want Sturmgrimmy to be hurt.
He might have given away scales.
So I take 6 of the scales just so we can examine them later. There's no magic on the scales, right?
There is a faint magic. It doesn't look... They haven't been enchanted with anything. They are just sort of faintly magical.
What kind of magic?
It's all magic. It's an inherent magic to whatever creature this had.
You should grab more than 6.
Yeah. Stuff your pockets.
Well, now that I know that they're magical.
It's very faint.
You have a backpack. Fill it up.
Yeah, how many can I carry? I don't know, like 30, 40?
In the backpack that you have and all the other supplies and
You're on a
carrying
boat.
there.
Is there bags just in the boat?
I mean, there are. Yeah, there's sacks and things.
Okay,
Given
well,
time, you could take presumably all of them.
Well, I take a sack. I put my offhand away because I have to carry the sack, and I fill the sack with scales.
Okay. You begin doing that. Soria, as you put your hand down to feel vibrations, you do indeed feel a lot of vibration.
The whole ship is like vibrating, like.
Mostly around where you are, but it can be felt throughout that whole ship, yeah.
The ship's vibrating.
Ulseth, you start to feel something shake while you're filling the sack up.
Yeah, can I feel where it's coming from?
Above.
Above where I searched and there wasn't anything.
Yes. Nines, you're on your ship, so you don't really feel anything.
Does anyone come up to listen to the music?
It's just like Nines being unfeeling.
It seems like they're gathering themselves down below and
Cleaning up.
cleaning up. Every once in a while, you hear a into the water.
Hey, Soloff, should our team be hanging out on the boat that's gonna sink?
Soloth doesn't respond, but Captain Nethers pipes in. It's unlikely that ship is gonna sink anytime soon. We didn't hit it deep enough to cause a damage below the waterline.
Okay, then I won't worry about them. They'll probably be fine then. What are the odds of there being a giant monster on there? Like 1 in 3?
What?
Don't worry about it.
At that moment, there is a crash up near Soria, right through the deck, as a whole bunch of deck boards go shooting up into the sky, splintered into little pieces. And Soria, what sits before you is what I would describe as horror incarnate.
Oh.
It's a mass of undulating, vibrating silver goo with different bodies sort of reaching out of it, partially covered in faces that look like they want to scream in pain and disgust.
Poop.
Is that bad?
I'm gonna need everyone to roll for initiative.
It's a good thing you're way down below.
Yeah, how come I didn't find this when I was searching the entire deck?
It was hiding.
It's not bad, actually, considering it's
Um,
well, that's Ucky.
oh, that's Ucky.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, some of them aren't all silver yet. They're partially silver.
All right.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Do you want to see
If
that?
you... Oh, we're passing the monster around.
Yeah, well,
That's always
that's
fun.
the
Here, I can
Ooh.
I can put it to DM only here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's what you're fighting.
Thanks, I hate it.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm on another ship. I'm safe.
It's what I'm fighting.
I need everyone's initiative.
9.
9. Okay.
17.
9s.
5. How about cat butt?
And
You have +4 initiative.
Holwyn's.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
You said yours was 17?
Yeah.
Elsa? Okay. Then, the order of turns will start Holwyn, then Ulseth, and then it's the Thing's turn, and then Soria the Knight. So, Holwyn, who is currently on the other ship, what would you like them to do?
Or we could ice, right?
Yeah, ice and thunder.
We'll shoot an ice arrow and a thunder arrow.
And then move back.
Because Hunter's Mark.
Oh.
I remembered this time. I'm good at rangering. Not throwing my dice in the tray though. The ice arrow was 19.
To hit?
Yes.
That hits.
And the thunder arrow was a 27. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay.
I still haven't implemented my you can hit too hard and then miss policy.
That's my favorite part.
It passes through it and doesn't do any damage. You hit it on a quantum level.
I'm spraying all my
I'm going for a creepy battle here and none.
Clank.
No. Hillwind's going on clank.
Yeah.
So first one,
All right.
we're gonna have 11 piercing.
Okay.
3 ice was the first one. 3 ice
Okay.
and 3 hunter's mark.
Okay.
And then the second shot is 7 piercing,
Okay.
6 thunder, and 5 hunter's mark.
And do you want Holland to move back, maybe? Away from this thing?
And get on that barrel.
As
or
long
box.
as you still
Maybe
have
like
clear
here.
line of sight.
Clear line of sight. I think this is a pretty tall monster, right?
There, that's good.
He's at least powerful.
It's certainly tall. It's large. And as we went over last time, that ship has a little bit of a higher deck than you guys. So
Yeah.
they like jump down. Is there anything else you'd like them to do?
No, they're good.
Ulseth, it's your turn. You are currently 2 decks below.
Right.
So
I yell, flame off and bolt up the stairs. How far up do I get? And I can get to the top, can't
You can go
In one turn.
if you use your
standard
action to dash and double your movement, then yes, you'll get to the top of the stairs.
Otherwise, I can't.
Correct.
Okay, I do that
Where's the top of the stairs?
Oh, you know what? We're gonna call it
with that grate.
where the grate is. Yeah.
So, here.
Yeah.
So we don't get knocked back down.
So you get up here and see the thing for the first time.
And I look over and go, I'm in danger.
So I use my bonus action. I haven't used that yet.
Correct.
To set down the sack of scales and draw my offhand.
Dropping something's free.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah.
But I have to draw my other weapon. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't attack.
Yeah, I think you can do that.
So now
That'll be fine.
I've got both weapons out.
Cool. Its turn.
Did you miss this, Elsa?
Yeah. It was in invisible form.
Well, I'm glad to use a spell slot before we start playing this.
It starts shivering a little bit.
Ew.
Well, it's cold. I'm just gonna send
and-
cold arrow in
I
it.
cast Cashmere.
I have to see what happens. Ooh, fun times.
Fun for us or fun for you?
Maybe both.
What do you mean maybe both?
67.
She's rolling percentile dice.
Okay, so it sort of shivers, and you see this spark emit from it as it goes.
Does it make that noise too?
Yeah, it does. And then, seemingly from nowhere, just obnoxiously, thunderously loud circus music is playing, just surrounding it.
You are mine! Stop it!
That's what's going on.
Why?
That's what happened. It will now. Oh, you know what? It's gonna move onto your ship.
No, that's where I am.
It's leaving.
Yep, it gloops on down and
Can
moves
I do
in
a
a.
Warcaster then?
Yeah,
Since it's
sure.
leaving my.
Oh, I get an attack of opportunity as well.
Yeah, why not? You can. Go ahead.
It's with my main hand only, right?
Yes. It's now very hard to understand each other
What?
because the music is so loud, so you guys can't clearly communicate with one another outside of a range of about 5 feet.
What?
You're very funny.
Thank
22.
you.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
I'm casting Blight, so it needs to make a Constitution save.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
good grief.
Sure.
I do all of 5 slashing damage.
It succeeds the save.
So it takes half. And I'm rolling horrible.
You do 5 slashing damage.
Yep, I couldn't do worse.
You could have missed.
Okay.
I could have missed. That's true.
When you attack the creature, Ulseth, you slash through, and it's thick and heavy, and it kind of grabs your sword as you drag it through its body. And when you pull it back, there's some still left on your sword, and it flies off and jumps at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I do 26 necrotic, so it's halved to 13
Oh, that's not good.
with my Blight.
Okay. I need you to also make.
From a ranged spell attack.
Yes.
A dexterity save.
Yes. As your spell splashes on it, it sort of quakes and throws off some parts.
I rolled a 15.
I got this thing that gives. Is it all saving throws or just?
Didn't you use like all your luckies and evasions in the last fight? I know you used all your lucky.
That was the fight before, I think.
Anyway,
I
remember.
got a 9.
The last time that we were here, we had a fight. So yes, it was the fight before
I
this
got a
one.
9,
Okay.
which is the best number I know, but probably not in this case.
I got a
To the
15.
best of people's recollections, are there any charges remaining on your ring of evasion?
I am.
There's 3 charges.
I had.
You used all your
take
lucky,
that.
but I think you might
I had
have.
1 charge left on my ring. I remember that. I had 1 charge left in my ring, but I used all my luckies. But I'm at this point, I have no idea what we're dealing with. I'm not going to try to use it. I'm going to just live with my 9.
Okay. You got a 15?
Yeah.
You barely dodge out of the way as this gloop comes like splashing past you. Ulseth, however, you catch the stuff like right in the face. And now I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Well, that's not good.
You want to borrow some of mine? I got the Riz.
Do you have inspiration left over?
It has been more than
Yeah, it's been more than 10 minutes.
I'm not sure if I can give you guys inspiration, though.
12.
You feel this goo glooping around on your face, moving and twisting. You try to pull it off and it won't budge. And as it stays on your body, you can feel the most unsettling thing you've ever experienced as little tendrils start piercing into your head.
Ooh.
And you feel it trying to physically grab control of your brain.
Ooh.
You manage to fight it off for now. Anything else that we'd like to... Oh, it's moving, so yeah, now it's over and glooped there.
So it glooped here.
Yep. And now it's on the ship. Soria, that means it is your turn.
It didn't move any further than that.
No, it doesn't have
A lot of movement.
a lot of movement speed.
Okay, it's my turn.
Yes.
So, other than the music being extremely loud and annoying, is it doing anything I can tell?
Like harmful or beneficial?
Yeah, is it just really loud?
As far as you can tell, it's just really loud.
Okay. Boy, I'm not equipped to deal with a giant gloopy thing. I guess I'll just try and do damage to it.
Okay.
So, from where I am, a good distance away, I'm gonna move slightly behind the mast to cover myself, because I know it shoots gloop everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll cast Blight again. At it.
Okay.
That's my last fourth level spell, but
Once again, it succeeds at the Constitution saving throw. I suppose I don't really need to tell you, but you guys consistently ask, so. At least you get to roll a lot of
I
die.
do get to roll a lot.
That's not very high numbers, though.
No, they weren't that great.
That's why I said at least you get to roll a lot of them.
So it's 28 half to 14.
Okay.
I'm going to spend the rest of my turn. I'm going to throw a little Balm of the Summer Court on Ulseth to see if healing removes the silver from him.
Fun fact, it just makes it stronger.
So I heal you for 8,
Okay.
and
Was that full health?
you get 2 extra bonus hit points on top. I'm hoping healing helps you fight it off, because I don't know what it is exactly other than...
Ulseth, you detect no change in the thing trying to take control of your brain. It's still trying to.
Yeah. Is it my turn yet?
No.
No.
It's Nine's turn.
Is it just broadcasting all this noise, or does it seem like it's magically targeting us? I guess. Because I'm not sure. Is it just making a loud circus noise from its body? Is that what it's doing?
You don't think so?
I don't think. I'm just hearing loud circus music in my head.
No, it's like it's being played. It's just not generating the sound from it.
I'm trying to figure out.
It's like as if a hole was torn in the space-time continuum at the point where it was before it moved, that tore into the circus music dimension,
I hate that dimension.
which is just nothing but circus music. There's not even like a physical being. Like it's normally it's silent there because there's nothing but sound waves. There's not even air. But then it comes out here and is very loud. That's what it seems like happened. You found the circus dimension, or it did, actually.
It did, and
Yeah.
it summoned it at us. I do want to take a quick look. Is anyone coming up here? Because there's a whole group of adventurers on this ship, and some weird stuff is happening.
It sounds like they don't know there's something going on.
Well, since I can't...
Because you still hear the splooshing of bodies being dumped over the side of the ship.
They're not bothered by this super loud circus music. They're not curious about it.
Probably assume it's Nines.
He's on board.
Yeah, I know. That was my first thought, too. I know.
What I want to do is I want to cast Major Illusion, and I'm aiming it, like, down a few, like, on the floors where the guys are. I'm going to make a version of me with a sign that says help and a very crude drawing of the monster. Not the monster itself, I'm just doing a crude drawing of it.
Okay.
And he's going to be bouncing around with, like, arrows pointing up to the surface. Maybe making noise. Because I don't know how else to communicate to any... That's the only way I know how to communicate.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That does make sense. So, I want to repeat this. You're using Major Image.
Yes, Major Image, not... It's not an illusion, it's an image.
So you're using Major Image to create the illusion of Nines.
Yes.
Doing this, just
Yes,
sort of
with-
like
with
bouncing back and forth
signs.
with signs, and the signs on them have a crude drawing of like a blob monster.
Yes. It has stink lines to show it's
Stink
bad.
lines show it's bad. Okay.
The word help.
And-
Yeah, the word
and-
help.
So there's like help in one sign, and then like a crude drawing of the monster you're fighting with stink lines,
With arrows pointing up.
with
Yeah.
arrows pointing up over here.
Well, the help sign has the arrows pointing up.
Help. Oh, okay.
Because
Sure.
clearly we need help above. And on the back it says, this is clearly an illusion. The real Nines is up above.
Dying.
He needs assistance because there is a horrible monster above. And we really need your help. It seems pretty powerful. Soloff, I'm kind of running out of room on this sign. So if you could... And then it just stops because I ran out of room on the sign.
Yeah.
Okay. You do that.
Okay.
And you said you want just sort of like somewhere open area of the decks,
Like
like where you
kind of-
kind of where you think they might be right now.
Yeah, I have 20 feet to work with, so...
So
Like,
one
I'm
might,
trying to aim in for both floors.
Yeah, and-
because I know there's people on both.
and one might be kind of up in the air
Yeah.
a little bit because
Like, if
you only
if
got
you,
20
if
feet.
you pulled it out of the ship, it would
Sure.
be 2 9s. It would be like if you just cut
Yeah,
off his
yeah, I
legs and
gotcha.
it was on like a mirror. But you know, you get the words on the sign properly, because if he's upside down, the words are upside down. This appendix is just gonna spend the entire fight like...
Okay, so you do that.
Yes, I do. That is my turn, because Major Image is a powerful spell. So
It is. And you've sent your silent image into these rooms where people are working. And let's see how long it takes them to notice the silent image of Nines
it's
doing.
moving around.
You gave it no noise, and yes, you can, and that's your turn. So,
Well, I walk behind the barrel. That thing's walking towards me, and it just... Well, actually, I'm not sure if I saw it spit anything
You want
else
to go
out.
like here?
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
good at hiding behind stuff.
so your silent images are down there. Excellent. It's Holman's turn.
I like how often you had him repeat it to make sure
Yes,
that there was no sound.
I wanted to follow his directions
Got it.
to the T, and I did. So,
Good
I
tea.
didn't put a T on the sign.
well, at some point you did
On the back of it.
on the back of it in the very long just letter.
Soloff
To
has a T in
Soloff.
it.
So,
Okay, so Owen.
what would you like them to do?
Move.
Move, run as far
Okay,
from...
sure.
But you need to keep line of sight. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
When we shot the arrows, did it seem like one did more than the other, or did they both seem like they did nothing? Or did
You
it
didn't.
hurt?
You didn't notice any real change. It wasn't much of a reaction from either one.
Well, it could either mean that it didn't work, or it's just very powerful. Because there's one of them, and it's trying to kill us.
You don't know? This is the fun of monsters that aren't in the monster manual. You don't know how they work.
But I want to.
Let's just make
It's why I always like making my own monsters, because there are so many players I've had in my life as a DM that like go through and memorize all of the monster's abilities within the monster manual, and then if I try to have them fight it, they just know exactly what to do, and it's not actually a fun fight, and there's no surprises for them. So I just make up monsters that have new abilities.
You were Holwyn.
Clown magic, for example.
Kill the monster.
It's
Get into there!
Get there faster.
We can't hear each other. There's
Yeah,
lots
it's
of...
way too loud and it's way far.
yeah.
off.
So
That's what we would be saying if we could hear.
What Holman
And
saw
you're-
was just Olseth going.
Well, no. What Holman saw is also going.
Oh, it's kind of like up here in
Oh.
his ear.
It's like going into his ear canal.
Yeah, and like through his eyes a little bit.
I like that. We
No,
should stop
neither,
that.
Yeah, what's
Well,
Holwyn going to do?
we're going to try different magic. So we'll try a lightning and a poison arrow.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Unless you can give me a hint. First is going to be a 30, which is a lightning arrow. And the second one's a 30.
They both hit. I still haven't applied my rule of you can hit too hard.
It's coming, though.
It's coming.
In one of these patches.
We're still working through it. It's in early developmental phases, not quite ready for a live release.
But you're hoping for patch 9.55.
Yeah.
Anyway, 10 piercing,
Okay.
4 lightning, and 2 hunter's mark. That was terrible. And 7 piercing,
Okay.
1 hunter's mark, and 5 poison.
Okay. You don't really notice anything happen. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that should do it.
Okay. Olseth, it's your turn. I need you to first make a charisma saving throw.
14.
Okay. You retain control of your mind,
Oh,
but
good.
it's hard. This is an ongoing battle. Because of this sort of struggle to coordinate, you only have half movement speed.
Okay, well, I'm going to take my bonus action,
Okay?
and I take my cold damage oil,
Okay.
and I put it on the silver group on my face.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, I was
So,
expecting a sword.
You
but then-
take your
And then
oil,
stabbing yourself.
and then instead of dumping it on the sword, you dump it right on
Well,
the stuff, right?
if there's enough, I would do both. I don't know if I can or not.
I would say it'll take your standard action, and I think you probably have like 1 use left after that. Yeah, usually bottles have about 6 uses,
Oh,
and you've used it a few times.
I've only used, whenever I've used it, I've used the whole bottle. I thought that's how it worked.
Oh no, usually like a bottle.
Oh, well, then I
like
have a
in game
whole lot.
usually is considered about 6 uses.
Well, I've got a whole lot of this left then. Okay.
Yeah, if
When
you
you just like get a soda, do you just like take a sip and it's like that was great and just throw it away?
so
I do that.
Just
But
to
anyway,
elaborate for people,
the important thing is that I put it on only very, very carefully. Put it on the silver goo that's on my face, and not anywhere else.
okay. Just to elaborate for anyone who has questions about the rules here, obviously this is a rule that will vary from DM to DM, so don't take it as gospel to your next table. But a lot of these like flasks and oils and things like that have multiple uses to them, and I've always ran about 6, because when you're in like real world where we actually have like poisoned weapons and stuff like that, and I've done that historically, you don't just take a whole bunch of it and like dump it all over. You sort of like dip your blade or even paint it on carefully. So that's just how it works.
Well, this is now the 3rd use of the first bottle that I'm using. Now that I have that real clear. So there's 3 dollops left in the bottle.
Although you're sort of panic pouring it on your ear right now.
No, I very carefully apply it to the silver goo
I
on
want you
my
to
face,
roll
but not
a
anywhere
D20
else.
and add your wisdom to it.
Or else you'll get brain freeze.
Well, I'm seeing how panicked you're being right now.
Just my wisdom modifier.
Yeah, just your wisdom modifier. This is a panic check.
Nat 20. Probably a good time. I get a
Cool.
21.
Your brain's cool as a cucumber.
You're
It is
remarkably
now.
steady. You pour this oil onto where you're pretty sure the glob is.
Mm-hmm.
And although you're careful not to get more than you want, still a little drips down you, and it is quite cold to touch.
Yes, it is.
You feel this creature's pain. And it
Do I
sends
say,
it to you.
I feel your pain, and it sends the pain. What?
It's linking with your brain.
It is trying to take control of your brain.
Uh-huh.
This is quite a smart move. I want to compliment you on this. This is quite a smart move. It's also quite painful.
Okay. Yep. Ouch!
You take 11 cold damage from
11
this.
cold damage.
It's attached
Yes.
to your brain.
You have the absolute worst brain freeze you have ever experienced.
Probably
If it was
will
slightly
ever.
smaller, you could run for president.
Only when it dies.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Because if it dies, you die.
13.
I, for one, welcome Silver
Okay.
Sith Ralph.
You can't move any faster, so you're still at half movement speed because you're in a lot of pain. But you don't pass out,
Oh, that's good.
so that's really good. Yeah, and it's off, and you don't feel its tendrils in your brain anymore.
Is it like solid? Does it hit the deck and shatter?
Yes, actually, it does.
That's a good thing.
I hope there's not one small tendril still in there.
Anything
Little
else?
brain worm for you, buddy.
Anything else that you'd like to do on your turn?
I can go 15 feet, right?
You can.
Yeah, move me toward the thing.
All right.
You're up above it.
Can I attack it from there?
There's
Can I
actually
reach it?
it's out of your hitbox range
And
because
you
it's below
use
you.
your standard action.
Yeah. I mean, it's so. No, I used my bonus action to do the cold.
She said it was a standard action to get it on your face carefully.
I thought it was a standard action to do my sword as well.
You use your bonus action and your standard action to apply it to your sword
And your
your
face.
face.
Yes, it's on my
okay.
sword now too.
I misunderstood. Got it.
But I couldn't attack it. Right.
It's out
No.
of your range anyway.
Yeah, you have no actions to attack with, and it's too far below for you to hit.
Right. So there it is.
So, its turn. Let's see what happens this time. Where'd that die go? Oh, they're there. Oh, okay. That's also fun.
Why? Why do you have so much fun with it?
That will cast Fireball centered on itself.
What's the range on Fireball? 20 feet?
I'm gonna double check that here.
Well, good thing we have the guy with the flame.
It is able to cast.
Yeah,
fire.
20 feet. I'm pretty sure. Holman is...
It's a 20-foot radius. So is that
You are
everything?
just out of it.
You're in it, but it's kind of going up. So... if
Yeah, it
this
has to
were-
go up.
Yeah. You're technically out of it because this is representing a sphere, and you would be like right at the edge of this.
Oh.
Because you're right at the edge of that, and since there's an elevation shift, you've gone from in the sphere to above the sphere.
Nice.
Because of the curve of the radius.
So it's only hitting Ulseth in itself?
Yes.
And I'm immune.
Well, this is why I subscribe to the flat fireball theory.
But it's doing its stupid healing thing.
Yeah, it is healing itself, probably.
Yeah.
Well, it means we're hurting it.
Wow. That was a lot of damage that Ulseth didn't take, and this thing healed.
Well, that means that.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's super health. Good.
Yeah. And now... Yeah, I do want that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that is gonna happen.
When Elsef does the cold thing, does it have a visible thing, or is it just oils on it? I don't know if it like looks cool and has like a nice like ice like dagger vibe to it.
It's probably just oil. It's like he's just slapping icy hot on it.
What it spawns, it like
Oh, it
separates off and
gooed
spawns
out.
something.
It pooped out again.
Yeah, it pooped out a guy.
Oh, just push it into the water.
It went, and then like a body basically came out of it and just stood up. And I know I've only got the silver guys represented, but this thing looks messed up. There's like half attached body parts and bits filled in with silver goo, and like basically take one of these things and cross it with the most horrifying looking zombie you can imagine. That's where we're at.
Oh,
Soria, it's your turn.
it's a good thing they're playing circus music, or we'd be afraid.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I see Ulseth fixed his brain issue. I'm trying to think. I don't have that many good spells for this sort of situation. I might just turn into a giant octopus again.
And then throw the thing off the water.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. I'm going to... Unfortunately, it's my standard action to shapeshift, so...
Back to octopus.
Back to... Octosaria. And I'm gonna clobber my way over here. Good news, I have my ink back, though.
Well, that is good.
I think... Yeah, to grapple attack it, it's a standard action, so I can't do anything this round, but that will be my turn.
Okay. You're up, Nines.
So it can't hear me.
No, not really.
I am going to try Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Because it just says I have to see the creature. So I take my knife out.
Okay.
I make a banana.
Okay.
I eat the banana.
Okay.
I throw the peel on the ground.
Okay.
I slip on the banana peel.
Okay.
Yes. And then I head behind my barrel again.
Peel. 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 Step.
And then
good.
scramble behind Barrel.
Well, I slip and then I like back roll into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, athletically, acrobatically.
17 wisdom.
You feel the spell go out, and you see no effect.
But I found it funny, right?
You found it funny.
It was hilarious.
I thought it was funny.
Soria saw it. Ulseth saw it. I'm assuming they found it sort of humorous. Holwyn was looking away, but they heard it.
How did they hear it?
I mean, they heard the thud.
Oh, your thud was really loud.
Well, I guess it fits with the theme, so it just.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I can do.
Okay.
Well, actually, does Bardic Inspiration work? I'll try it. Can I mime? Can I inspire someone with?
You've inspired me with a note before.
I mean, you can inspire people with dance.
Dude, just do this.
I do the thumbs up dance. To what's range on this?
Oh, what's the Final Fantasy 14 thumbs up emote? Is it like
Depends on what you're playing as.
Popoto?
I don't know, Popoto.
I think they're like this. They're just like.
We'll give it to Olsef because
Yeah.
he's absolutely going to get attacked again.
So that's what happens.
What's the D8? Inspiration.
So you get inspiration from a vigorous thumbs up.
So I ate my banana.
Yep.
I slipped on it.
Yep.
Fell.
Thud.
Yep.
Thumbs up. Rolled
From
backwards.
behind the crate.
Yeah, there's this arm with a thumbs up
Little
sticks out
tiny
from
furry
behind.
hand.
Yeah, little furry
tiny
hand.
sticking out from behind the barrel. Yep.
And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. That guy's turn. That is
The
going.
new guy.
Yes. Yes, the new guy. That guy is gonna turn on Ulseth and attempt to attack you with bladed arms.
Need a 21. I'm at 21 right now.
Let me make sure. Hang on. My apologies. I'm pulling up the stat block to make sure I get the hit correct. And yes, that does hit you,
Nice.
causing 5 damage. It swings again, hitting you harder, but causing 7 damage. So not much. There you go. So you got hit twice by this thing, and now we're back to the top with Holvin.
It was going to keep firing arrows. And I think
Save us all then.
Yeah, I think the frost and thunder were really low.
Yeah, I think those were our ideal.
okay, we'll continue a little mix up. So
We know the frost works on the silver because it took out your earworm.
yeah, but well, Helen may have actually been able to see that.
Holwyn definitely would have seen Ulseth go.
And then
Clank.
watch it fall off.
Yeah.
So Helen will just keep using ice for now.
And the thunder was stunning the other ones. So.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to do much on this homunculus of
Corpse.
a corpse. Homunculus of corpses.
I love that band.
Yeah, it's a great band.
Probably
So-
is a band.
So 2 ice arrows is going into the big gloopy.
Goo boy.
Well, right now they're just going towards it. Let's see if they go in it.
The goo ball.
One's 13.
That hits.
Then a lot of them are going into it. That one's 16.
That hits too.
This is one of those. It's vague, says low AC.
Yeah. This one. I'll just roll it. So I'm grabbing the wrong dice. Okay. 13 piercing, 2 ice, and 4 hunter's mark.
Not bad.
Good rolls. Ooh, another one.
Another 13 piercing,
Dang.
another 2 ice, and 5 hunter's mark.
Okay. Anything else you'd like them to do?
I don't think they have any cool bonus actions out of the hunt. Nope, that's it. They're pretty far away from it, so
Yeah. And it's slow, so.
it's slow. It's a good turn. I don't know, get behind the barrel. I don't know if he can fling that silvery stuff,
I don't
and
know.
I don't intend to find out.
Alrighty, old Sethy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to attack it, you'll
I
need
have
to jump
go
down.
which will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
So I don't really want that to happen because it managed to break my AC of 21, which is not good.
Well, I'm going to try and get rid of that guy up top.
I know, that's why I was thinking of ignoring it.
Oh, just jump down. He'll be fine, I'm sure.
Does it attack twice?
No,
Just attacks
it
once.
should only get a single attack on a reaction.
Yeah, I don't think it's a single attack. It doesn't get to
Okay,
attack
well, let's
multiple
just
times.
jump down.
It does swing at you though.
Yeah, of course
Misses
it does.
this time.
Yay, missing. I raise my main hand.
Okay.
Get ready to dodge.
And I use inspiration.
I feel like you should use that to stop it from attacking you. It hit with a 13. How bad is your ace?
I get +7, but that's bad. So, yeah. 16.
Oh, with the inspiration even?
An inspiration of 7, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm picking another d20.
Yeah. I mean, you hit now.
Yeah, well, there is that. I did 8 slashing damage
And cold.
and 1 cold damage.
8 slashing and 1 cold.
Yep, and now I'm attacking with my
Don't,
off.
don't you get 2 attacks?
I get 2
with it?
attacks, yeah.
Okay.
This time, I do get a 20, a dirty 20.
Okay. No need for extra shenanigans.
A little better, 11 slashing damage. And 1 cold. Yay, d4s. Now I guess I use my offhand, right?
Yeah, your cold sword.
Yeah, my cold sword. My cold sword. Whoop, I should actually roll for the attack first. My cold sword.
That would be good.
No, just presume you're gonna do it.
It's a 26.
Be the attack roll you want to be.
Doing 8 slashing damage and 4.
Oh, wow. That's what happens when it's not a fake cold
Yeah.
from,
Okay.
from an oil.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Authentic coldness.
Yeah. That's real cold as opposed to just oily cold.
You could shuffle around the side of it if you wanted, otherwise.
I could do an action surge and attack again.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you used your action surge in the last battle.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure I did.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I do remember.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty darn sure you used your
I
action
used it,
surge in
huh?
the last battle.
Well, then I got nothing left. I will inch around to there. Yep.
Okie dokie. Its turn. Let's see what happens
I think it didn't splash
this time.
silver right, yeah.
Not yet. We're getting a D100 here.
That's fun.
Is it?
For me,
Is there anything not fun for you in there?
no. I made this monster, and it's nothing but fun. It has, after the fight, I'll show you how long the description is on this monster and why I have so much fun with it. I'm about to have a lot of fun.
This battle should be over, and the DM is saying, I'm about to have a lot of fun.
Okay.
Well, nice knowing you, Olsef.
Yeah, well.
Good to be on the team.
All right. Yeah. So, this is what is gonna happen here. That went on, and you're gonna see the effects next round, but it casts another fireball. This time, thinking maybe I'll try to hurt some people a little bit. Oh, but it just can't. Just quite can't do it.
Can't hit Holwyn.
Or nines. And also hit its minion. But it's gonna cast a nice, big, chunky fireball, I'm sure. Because
Am I getting hit by this?
it's casting it at a more powerful level.
Am I getting hit by this?
Oh, that's a good question. You've moved.
We don't need fried calamari.
Yeah, you'd be getting hit by this.
So that's a dex save, right?
Yeah.
Not bad.
I rolled well. And now, that one. That one has more
More what?
fun. It has more fun in it.
You're just saying things are fun and not telling us what's happening.
I'm having so much fun with this. So, a huge fireball bursts out. What was your dexterity saving throw?
18.
So you make it, and as a result, you take half damage.
Yes. As an octopus.
You take 21 damage.
Yeah, halved, okay.
Yeah,
That is the half.
that is the half. Yes. It rolled fairly well on the
Yeah,
damage.
it just got healed for like 42 things.
Yeah.
At least that much. So that's been healed. That's been healed.
Did we even hit that thing yet?
And
I don't think so.
Soria, it's your turn now.
Throw it in
Okay.
the ocean, throw it in the
Yep.
ocean.
So the way octopus is written, when I make a melee attack, if I hit it, it gets grappled and restrained.
Okay.
If I want to, instead of doing damage, just grapple it and toss it over the edge of the boat, how would it be, like an opposed strength check or what?
Well, the way that octopus is written, so I'm kind of coming up with a few interpretations on the fly here. I'm gonna say that you make a roll to hit,
Okay.
and if you succeed, It's grappled. Then you can make a check to shove it off the ship separately, which will be an opposed athletics check.
Okay. 8 to hit. I rolled bad.
Stop doing that.
I don't think I have inspiration.
So,
or anything.
less octopus, more inflatable arm flailing thing.
I'm still getting used to having 8 arms.
It's complicated.
You don't know that.
I can assume.
My brain is a donut. That makes things harder.
And it's complicated.
It's around my mouth.
Which is...
I got a headache when I tried to whistle.
Being an octopus is strange. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. 9s. Your turn.
I am going to try my horn thing again, because that seemed to work good last time. And sound apparently still happens, it's just very loud.
Ah, okay, so you're doing like a performance-y thing.
Yes.
Okay. I believe I had you roll a performance check last time.
Do I have to get closer to it? Or does my horn, my saxophone have enough thing with me?
If it wasn't for the thunderous circus music, by the way, I'll remind the viewers.
Can you at least just like...
Did the
put
microphones filter that out?
that... God, I wish.
No, we've been over this.
I know, I was just hoping.
Because if I put noise filtering on it, 9s disappears. And that's actually not a joke.
Because 9s is noise.
So...
I imagine I do have to get closer to use this.
You do, yes.
So
if it wasn't for the thunderous circus music, you would be able to do it there.
Besides,
so you
I
have to move
used
closer.
fireball twice. What are the odds of it having a third fireball?
I don't know.
1 and 2?
Maybe.
1
Could
and
be
1
could be 2 and 1.
has 2 more uses.
Yeah, you don't know.
I will tiptoe closer to it.
You don't have
Because
to. It's
clearly
so loud.
none of its faces is going to notice me. I step around the banana. Ah!
How close are we getting?
Half my movement?
All right. Yeah.
I'm doing some mental math in his tiny badger brain to be like, is this close enough? Will I do a good performance being this close?
Am I far enough from the banana?
Did I make a bunch of bananas or just one? If I made a bunch, can I just go eat it? Does that cost the same?
Where the hell is Solaf?
Where the hell is Solaf? I sent my silent mime with the signs ages ago.
Meanwhile,
Upwards of
been
6 seconds.
like I think 6 seconds have passed now.
It is a 10-foot tall 9s with signs.
Did you say 10 feet?
Well, I have a 20-foot cube to work with. I'm maxing that out.
Because I felt like you just said 9s.
You just said 9s. You didn't say it was big. You just said 9s. So there's Badger 9s, which is about 4 feet tall at the tallest, kind of on the smaller side, doing this.
I feel like that was my intent, and then you just kept asking questions to clarify stuff I didn't want clarified.
You wanted wiggle room.
I want my wiggle room, because I'm like, obviously I want a big 9
Who's
to
yelling?
get attention.
Who's yelling?
That one I don't believe, because I did specifically want signs. I'm going for like a Looney Tunes vibe with
Yeah, you
that.
did say signs.
Yes. So the science part makes sense and not talking makes sense. But I wanted him big.
You did not say
I
big.
mentioned
say
You
I
mentioned
talk about the size of the cube.
You mentioned the size of the spell, but not the size of...
Obvious.
You said I have 20
So
feet,
what are you doing with your horn?
I'm just...
I'm criticizing the world now. Just spoke broken wording is like, it's unfair. Well, they're big knives and they make small knives because the world's like, you didn't specify 10 feet.
So you went up there to play your sax. And then started like getting reflective about how things aren't working out right now.
Canadians are modern philosophers, so that's what he's doing.
You went into a popular sub shop, ordered a 6-inch sandwich, and then went, I wanted a 12-inch sandwich.
I brought out the chair, I moved the microphone stand out of the way, and I'm just like, what's the deal with giant knives? There is no deal. Giant knives doesn't exist.
Roll a performance check.
Do you want me to enlarge you with my spell?
with your spoken word, your stand-up comedy routine.
That's not bad.
I got a 26 for my performance.
Okay.
Old Badger yells at Cloud.
Of silver.
It's more like, 30-ish year old Badger yells at Cloud.
After he does blow into the horn a little bit, because that's how you relieve stress.
Yeah.
Is you do some heavy breathing and you're just like that bad too. Just get that resonance going.
I'm glad I can't hear that over the
What?
circus music. I mean,
I feel like you can hear that one.
All right.
It's a godly instrument that I boondongled a magic pick onto.
And then, you did stuff.
Yeah.
You did stuff. You started shouting.
Yeah.
Okay.
While blowing in the instrument.
You're gonna hide back behind the barrel again?
Well, I have to see what it does.
Roll another performance check, if you would.
That one is a 22. Not rolling great on my d20.
Okay. The one up top is paralyzed. I don't know if we still have a... Yeah, we do have a token out. The one up top is paralyzed from this. You don't notice anything that's going on with the other thing, but that one is sort of doubled over in pain.
Oh, can I back up?
What?
You only
Can I
used
back
half
up?
your movement. So,
Yeah. So,
I bravely do my routine
And then-
and retreat before any of the hecklers come out and be like,
and slip on that banana on the way back.
I do slip on the banana on the way back. Like,
But then you roll
And you
behind.
do the same tumble.
it is
Yeah.
Holwyn's turn.
after I thumbs up, Soria. After I slip, thumbs up pops out of the barrel. And you're inspired, right?
Always. Click, click, click. I click my beat.
I can't see. I'm behind the barrel.
Holwyn.
Oh, Helen fires more arrows at the dude.
Which one?
The big one.
Big one. Okay.
The one that's multiple dudes.
I mean, you just said the dude, so wanted to be sure.
I'm sorry, the dudes.
That's there. See, there you go. Now it's clear.
Bad one.
We don't know that. I mean, maybe the small one is the bad one. Kind of like at the end of Chrono Trigger, the bad one is actually like one of the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoilers for that game,
By the way.
by the way.
Okay.
Really good spoilers for that 30-year-old game.
Hey, it came out on the DS. Oh god, I'm old.
You know, the DS came out when we were in high school.
Yes, I remember playing Field of Magic in health class and really bothering some people.
Next year will have been 20 years since we graduated.
Why would you tell me that?
On TV.
Why would you remind me of the flow of time? I got a 30 on my attack roll, by the way.
Yeah. What's the other one?
Think hate. Hate is the reason, apparently. I just want to spread hatred and bitterness.
21 is the other one.
They both hit.
So 9 piercing.
Okay.
5 cold. 6 hunter's mark.
Okay.
10 piercing.
Okay.
4 cold. 6 hunter's mark.
Okay. Very good.
And he'll win ducks underneath the...
Twing, twing.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Ulseth, unless you want Whole One to do anything else?
No.
Yeah, Whole One's job is basically pop a couple shots off and then bravely run away. Ulseth, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm going to... Let's see, I can use a bonus action to apply the oil.
Don't just throw the oil on it. You have a full
That's what
bottle
I'm going
of
to
it.
do. I take a full... Can I empty the whole bottle, all 6 charges, with one action? Like,
I just throw the bottle into it.
It's a
yeah, but the bottle might not... I mean, it might
It's
not
silver.
spread.
You're strong.
If you want to pour it out, I'm going to say that's a standard action because it does go glub, 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 and you have to kind of hold it there.
Yeah.
It's an oil. If you just want to throw it at it, you can do that as a standard
If
action
you want to be
too.
cool, throw it and hit it with your sword to break it.
Yeah, and then have it splash all over.
Yeah. All over it and yourself.
Or
That would take my whole action.
or you chug it and then spray it out of your mouth.
We are listening to carnival music, so it's...
It's like a
Very
reverse fire breather.
That's
If you
how
tried to
Superman-
chug it, this is what would
No.
happen.
Yeah, and you spray it all over.
It's just,
Just vomit coldness
he
all
thought
over.
he had the worst brain freeze ever. He would get
Okay.
an even worse one.
So if I dump the entire bottle, it would take my action. Okay.
Yes.
But I would still have a bonus action for my offhand.
I mean,
well, no, because you have to attack for that to trigger.
yeah.
You have to make a
I
I have to
standard
make
attack.
an attack.
Yes.
Yeah, an offhand attack requires
Okay.
a face attack.
No, I'm just going to dump as much. How many charges can I dump with a bonus action on this thing? 2?
You could like
Can't.
you could get like throw a charge worth on it.
Okay, I've got 2 charges left in this bottle. I can only dump 1.
Yeah, you just like flicking it out.
Okay, that's what I do
kind of
with
thing.
my bonus action. And then I attack. So it's now got 1 charge of cold damage oil hitting it.
Sure. Yeah.
Do I see any effect?
I mean, you see a physical effect. You have no idea what that does to it.
What's the physical effect?
I mean, it gets all crackly and stuff. Just like you're used to with these guys. It gets all hard and like brittle looking. This thing doesn't seem to react to like. It hasn't made a reaction to anything you've
No,
done.
but I did see crackling and cold
Yeah.
damage. Okay, and it takes a full action to empty a bottle.
Yes, I'm just gonna say it takes a full action to like get it all out.
6 charges.
Yeah.
I do that. That's my action.
Okay. A lot of it is all crackly and craggy and frozen and stuff. Let me roll for damage on that.
You did a good amount of damage based on the dice number.
Well, it seems to be doing more damage
Okay.
than by whacking at it with a sword.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Well, I don't want to move. I use my action. I use my bonus action. I have nothing left to do. No, I'm done.
Okay. Its turn.
I swear to God, if you say fireball again.
No, it's not a fireball. In fact,
It's an acid ball.
It's a fire tornado.
In fact, it can
A
only
Sharknado.
do one thing.
It's going to absorb
It's
all
going to
that.
jump over the side of the ship.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm good at those. I rolled really bad, but I'm good at it. 12.
You're a sheep. Make a wisdom saving throw.
What?
Sheep?
You're a sheep. I think we unfortunately only have one sheep.
We only have one sheep, Minnie.
18.
You're okay. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm like 10 feet away.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I got an 8.
You're a sheep.
No, I'm a badger.
You're a sheep that looks like a badger, but for all intents and purposes, your stats are now a sheep, and you indeed take on the intelligence and all other things of a sheep. And Holwyn is also in sheep.
Don't you have our worst wisdom stat?
So, we only have one sheep, but...
Do you have any sheep rings?
I don't have any sheep rings. I apparently need to make some more sheep figures.
Yeah.
How much are you going to use this spell on us?
More than a month. Yeah.
More than I have been, which has been 0
Wait,
times.
so everyone except Ulseth is a sheep?
Yes, that is correct.
Does it do anything problematic to us, like breaking concentration on spells or anything? Or are we still good on that front? I don't think transformation typically does, but
I don't...
it depends on the nature.
Yeah, I don't think it actually does.
Because if it's like polymorph, if you polymorph yourself, you maintain concentration. So
you maintain concentration.
okay.
So there you go. You were Soria, then you were an octopus, now you're a sheep.
Actually, this episode I was an octopus, then I was Soria, then I was an octopus, then I was
a
sheep.
I
only changed my miniature to a sheep because
we only have one.
and Holwyn and Nines are off screen.
Yeah, for the purpose of this. I would use the other camera, but I'll show this to everyone. Unfortunately, positioning has a real big old glare with the positioning of the boats, so we're on the other camera because I can't change the studio lighting that quickly. It's just what it is. So, Soria, you are a sheep. You operate with the intellect of a sheep.
The strength of a sheep.
There, anything you'd like to do?
Well, you might as well try to push it off the boat.
Are there like carrots or cabbage in any of the crates around here that I can smell?
Up here, no. No.
Just try eating the silver guy.
Why would a sheep eat a silver guy?
I don't know.
You are a
I'm
sheep.
just giving ideas.
I guess I'll just poop a little and.
Very good.
Okay.
Nines, you're a sheep. What would you like to do?
I eat that banana peel.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. Well done. Okay, you're eating a banana peel. Good. Anything else?
Ah!
Gonna go, no.
We can't hear each other.
Holwyn is a sheep. Is there anything that you think they would like to do?
Shoot 2 arrows.
Shoot 2 arrows, cold damage. The bad guy.
Holwyn's gonna go over. They're a little jealous of your banana peel, so they're gonna.
Well, I fight for it.
They're gonna go over there, and they're kind of like grabbing at your banana peel. Ulseth, you're not a sheep,
Do you want some of my banana
and you're the
peel, though?
only one that isn't a sheep.
Yep, and I'm not
He's
at all.
like, I knew it this whole time.
That's right. Now it comes to pass. Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to do?
I want to take my turn.
Oh, interesting. What would you like to do on your turn?
I want my card.
I'm going to use my action to dump another 6 charges of cold stuff on the groupie guy.
All right.
And I have a bonus action. I'm going to use that to dump since I can only sprinkle one with it, there happens to be one left in the bottle.
Sure.
So I'm basically dumping 7 cold damage oils on the movie guy.
At some point among your dumpings, it freezes to the point where it can't move, and it sort of all crystallizes, seizes up, and then just shatters into bits and pieces on the deck, some of it falling over the sides.
That it just made a big mess on the deck.
Yeah, so Soria.
Yeah.
Wow.
So is
That's
it dead
Yay.
now?
Did you kill it?
Well, it seems to be a shattered mess.
Are there corpses lying on the ground?
There's a couple of bits.
What about
But
the one that
it's
was
basically
fighting us? Is it
It's
still
paralyzed. Yeah,
It's
that
still
one's
there.
It's paralyzed.
Yeah.
there? Oh. You push it over, it's paralyzed.
I can't.
You used his turn.
I got movement. I mean, I can.
You can move up there.
Can I push?
You can remove the big glob monster.
Can I?
Just pouring a bunch of icy liquid on it seemed to do the trick.
We should buy more of that stuff.
I was very much improvising the damage that did, by the way. Just for the record, that is not gonna be like a constant chart of damage. I'm improvising there. Because
It was
you're...
an improvised attack.
Yep. So you move up there, which brings us... Oh, yeah. Back to Soria, who's still a sheep.
How long are you? I mean,
The spell lasts up to 1 hour.
well,
I wander off this way.
Okay. 9s.
I guess I do.
Bite Owen.
Like,
They're trying to steal your banana. Bite it.
Is there like a strength
Fight that shit.
fight that we do?
Yeah, let's have an opposed... you know what? We're going to have an opposed strength going on here.
Bite.
With my +1 to strength, I got a 19.
Oh, okay. Well, you won and you've got the banana peel.
And I finish eating it.
Okay.
I give a sheep Claire. I don't know. The most menacing thing that Sean the sheep ever done for a look.
Hoenn... Hoenn's a sheep. And just kind of wanders off the other direction. So they're over there.
The paralysis hasn't dropped on that guy yet, right?
It's now its turn, and the paralysis drops at the top of its turn. And it's going to attack Ulseth. Ooh, how fun.
A crit?
Yeah.
Meh.
Let's see what else. No.
Meh.
Damage?
2 crits?
Meh.
Yeah. This is fun.
you're not any good as a sheep.
Meh.
So that's...
I mean, I bet if the 3 of us teamed up, we'd all die.
Yeah. I would be mostly dead now.
I have 3 hit points.
You take 26 damage from its attacks on you.
That.
And then it makes a 3rd attack.
Third attack.
That one doesn't hit you, though.
Well, it just got tired of hitting me. It just got so
that,
worn out.
that takes us back to Hoenn, who's sheeping off somewhere. And Ulseth, it's your turn now.
Oh, yeah. So do I dump oil on this one?
Or try and shove it off into the water.
Or just hit it.
Whack at it?
These choices.
No.
I would either whack at it or shove it. It's not big enough to easily pour liquid on like the other one.
No, it would just slobber all over the place.
Yeah.
I would have to do a grapple attack, wouldn't I?
If only we could have made you bigger.
Bah.
Okay,
I think if you get weird with it, just like throw a rope over him, then tie that to a rock, and then throw the rock overboard.
Yeah, you can do that in 6 seconds.
Yeah,
right?
why not?
Yeah, why
You
not?
have a big rock readily available.
There has to be an anchor on this ship.
And what is an
Okay.
anchor but a big rock?
Yeah, it's just a weird shaped rock.
I'm going to, let's see, just so we know the mechanics of this, just like with the octopus, right? I would attempt to grapple,
Yes, which is a standard action.
and then it would be an opposed strength test to try to
Shove it off.
shove it off.
Yeah, it's going to work a little bit differently than the octopus because you're making like a standard grapple.
I do get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah. So you're going to make a little different from this. You're going to use one of your actions to make a grapple attack. And you can attempt it multiple times if the first one fails. So we're having first an opposed strength check to see if you can grapple.
No, it's
All
not
right.
just my attack roll.
You're using one of your attack rolls to do this.
Grapple rules are special.
Yeah.
So you're doing an opposed strength as a grapple.
Yeah. So one of your attack actions, because you have 2 attacks per round, you're using one of them to attempt to grapple right now. You won't. Well, I mean, we've been talking about grappling here because of Soria and the octopus, but it's honestly a lot easier to just like shove, which is what you really want to do.
What I really want to do is shove it off the side of the ship.
And that's the same thing with fewer steps. So instead of an opposed strength check to like bear hug him, basically, you're using an opposed strength check to just shove him off the edge.
That's what I want to do.
So that's what that is. Let's see what happens, huh?
19.
You win. It goes
Yay!
flying off the edge.
Does it sink?
Yes, very
Rapidly?
quickly. Just it's quite heavy. You've seen that before.
Yes.
And then when it after about 10 seconds, maybe 20, you all unsheep. Except for Ulseth, who was never a sheep.
No, I do not
You
want to
just turn
stop
into
being
a
a
sheep
sheep. I
anyway?
wasn't. The Zoria comes back as an octopus.
And that concludes the combat.
I ink everywhere.
I'm standing right there.
Well,
Thank you.
You get inked.
I get inked. I'm now going to leave footprints everywhere I go.
Forever.
Forever.
There's a
It's going to make stealth checks a little harder now.
there's a very, at least to me, tragically amusing video of someone who
Yeah, rubbing,
is
squidding.
apparently not a well-experienced fisher, catches a squid who inks,
Oh no.
right? Now, I mean, the ink is
Yeah, organic.
it's mostly harmless. It's an ink.
You can eat it.
It's
like,
a
they use
we
it
eat
in
it.
cooking.
Rather famously, a few years ago, Burger King did like this
Black bun.
super black bun burger. It was only in Japan,
But it was a squid ink.
but it was a
bun.
squid ink bun. So like we eat it. It's safe.
It's Italian.
But this guy
Does a lot.
took this squid ink, tossed the squid back in, so squid was okay. But inked, and he decided, for some reason, to rub it all over his arms. just like rubbing it in. And then later he was, yeah, I've got ink all over me. Not quite understanding that it's, ink. And he filmed himself doing this and then posted updates. It was like 2 months later and his arms were still inked. And it was slowly wearing off, but it was still, because he like rubbed it in there. He treated it like a lotion. So yeah, it does have some staying power.
I don't do that with the ink on my feet.
As I ink, you just jump off the ship.
Yeah, it's all over my feet.
We haven't finished searching the ship yet.
I know. I just was inking. All right.
Also, get back in there and find out what you missed.
I'll stop being a octopus.
Well, I go back and pick up the sack of scales that I left at the top of the...
What's in the sack, also?
A bunch of bluish scales. I hope they are not from Sturmgrummy.
I take a look.
Are they from Stormgrummy?
Do they smell like Sturmgrummy?
It's not a smell you're familiar with, but I'll try to describe
nature?
it to you. Yeah, sure. Why don't you make a knowledge nature check?
That one plus.
It came from the ocean.
12.
Well, you're pretty sure that to figure these out, you're going to need at least a week.
All right, everyone, wait. I'm going to look at this for a while.
And that's where we're going to leave off.
You said you weren't going to try to kill us today.
When did she say that?
When I ask if you're going to try to kill us today.
I said probably not.
This feels like a very probably was.
Yeah, I definitely was when you said that.
Well...
Yeah, I had to lie.
This is a scale also.
Yeah.
What color is it?
Wet.
Color wet.
So that's the end of today's episode. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. And till next time, stay safe. I love you.